Kirksey back at practice, not
he's,
full
he's,
speed.
He's not full speed yet. Again, it's just an ankle sprain, and it's not nothing that we feel like has any long-range implications, and so we'll get back soon.
Do you think that with a guy like that, and maybe some of the guys that are nicked up, that you might not really use much in the scrimmage, for safety's sake?
I'm not concerned about Brandon Kirksey playing in the scrimmage.
He won't play.
I'm not concerned at all about him not playing.
Okay.
And so he'll be ready to play on September the 2nd. There's some other guys that we got to push. Rashid was out there this afternoon getting some work in. He's a guy that needs to work. He needs the reps. And so we got to push him to get out there on Saturday. And Saturday we won't be out there a real long time. We're just going to situationally scrimmage special teams beforehand and just try to enjoy our fans.
What is Rashid have?
Ankle as well.
Ankle as well.
Okay. Sprained ankle. And he's about done with it. I think he's about, he's a little closer than Brandon.
Anybody else that won't play Saturday?
Kim, I don't think Kim will play Saturday. Other than that, excuse me?
How's he progressing?
I think he's progressing fine. I just talked to Ed about it, and Ed said he's picking up the pace with him, and so we still think that he's got a chance to play in the first game.
With him, with obviously you don't know until the week before, but who behind him, if he can't play, or who behind him?
We feel really good about our safeties, and again, like I said, I've talked about James Manuel, and James has, he has stayed with it on a daily basis, and a lot of freshmen at this point, they get bogged down, they hit a wall. James is fighting through that, and so I certainly believe that he's got a real chance. And like I said all along, Christian Lewis has done a really nice job. He's done a really nice job. Kenny Watkins is, we've got some interchangeable parts there at safety, and so I feel fine as to whether or not we'll have Kim, for the first game. We'll be fine.
Was Ryan Wynn out there today?
No, Ryan Wynn was not out there this afternoon. Ryan's got his back flared up on him a little bit. Just got good news on him that there wasn't he had surgery last year on a disc issue, and Ryan, it just flared up on him a little bit. We think he'll hopefully be back to practice tomorrow.
Oh, okay. How's Ed Olson doing? I see
Eddie's doing a good job. Eddie's doing a nice job, and that's why he's there. Guys have earned the right to get to the position that they're at, and Eddie's competing on a daily basis. He's improving on a daily basis and doing a nice job. He doesn't have it all figured out, and there's going to be some bumps in the road there a little bit for him, but he is a very smart, knowledgeable kid who cares a great deal about playing well.
He's got some upside.
Yes, he does.
What about Jeff Willis? How's he coming along?
Big Jeff is doing a nice job. I was talking to some guys about him today, and I just really like where he's at as a player. He's got his weight down, his conditioning, his fitness level is much better, doing a much better job with his feet, pass protection-wise. His sets are improved, and obviously he's a force in the running game, and so that really helps us. But he's improved himself.
Is Dom Alford working exclusively at right tackle, or is he rotating
Dom
between
is
right
a
and
swing
left?
guy. Dom's a swing guy, and Dom can play guard or tackle. So he really adds value to our offense because of his ability to play multiple positions.
Have they been lining him up at guard, left or right, so
No,
far?
he's played both tackle positions, but we feel like he can play guard as well.
The secondary, we talked about some of the guys like Manuel who might be able to help as a freshman. Proctorine, there's a good chance that he might be able to help as well.
Yep, Brock is definitely going to help us. He's definitely going to help us, and he has from day one showed a maturity like James, an ability to play the position, and so he will play in the open.
Did you see a little bit of the athleticism that runs in the family?
It's a different kind. His brother's a tailback, he's a corner, so it's different body types. I've met his brother and seen him in person. His brother's a bigger, more physical guy than Brock is, but Brock is very talented, and again, he's very steady and even with his demeanor. You know, the greatest asset that a corner can have is a short memory. You know, forget about the last play and go on to the next, and he doesn't seem to get caught up with the last play. Yeah, he's, you know, I mean, I have so much respect and admiration for that kid. I mean, he's fought his guts out for us for 4 years, and he's going to play and play well for us. And Ryan's a force on in the kicking game and playing corner for us, and extremely dependable football player.
Have any of the three freshmen started to separate themselves from the rest, or are they all kind of?
What three freshmen?
The freshman running backs.
You know, I would say at this point, Donnell Kirkwood's probably a little bit ahead. You know, but Devin Wright is really did some good things in the scrimmage. Lamonte has had a little bit of an ankle. He's back practicing now, so he's just a little bit behind. But Donnell Kirkwood he's really done a nice job, not only running the football, but without the ball in pass protection, and that's critical.
You said a couple of days ago that you didn't anticipate any of your true freshmen on the offensive line playing.
Yeah.
Still feel that way. Nothing's jumped.
You know, and obviously that's very fluid. That situation, you know, and so you can have designs to redshirt, and that could change, you know. But but I think that you know, that we feel good about the depth we've got in the offensive line, and if those guys can redshirt, if that freshman group can stay together in redshirt, that's going to be a heck of a future offensive line. There's some really good players in that group.
Tinsley's legal problems and resolved 2 misdemeanors. Does that mean he can play in the opener? No felony?
No, Gary's going to play in the opener. Okay. Gary's going to play in the opener, and he's obviously been disciplined very severely over his actions, and he's paid a steep price for his actions, and we move forward. That's all we got, guys? Thank you.